pick up the deck, you're trying to be as clean as possible. Okay, you're going to lay the 4 cards down. Now remember, this one has the hole in it, as you can see. Okay, so here. Then you put the deck back in. Now this is where you steal that 5th coin, and all you're going to do is gesture 4 coins, 4 cards. Now when you're gesturing, you're going to rip off or break the seal of the wax off the coin so the coin falls into the hand. Okay, so you've just broken it off and you put the deck down. Now you're finger palming the coin. It's in your natural position, then you talk. Now, the reason the cards are face up is for the load when you turn it face down. When you turn it face down, okay, what's going to happen is the coin over here, if you can see it, is going to fall to the fingertips, and as it flips it over. So real fast, it looks like that, and there's the coin, and you just lay that under the card, and you've loaded your 5th coin. Okay, now this is what you should look like. You should have 2 here, 1 here with the hole in the card, and 1 here. And then you go into a standard matrix. Okay, remember this one's clipped here. So you go to 1, 2, 3, that's the first one. Make sure that the wax side doesn't stick. Let me do that again. 1, 2, 3. That's the first one to jump. And back here you're just going to do a transfer. Okay, so you just transfer. And the next one is 1, 2, 3. Don't drop that. You're going to pick that one up. 1, 2, 3 as it jumps. Again, it's still here, and you're just going to transfer. And then the last one's just laid down. Now, you're going to pick this card and this coin up together. Okay, it's going to be picked up together. And as you're showing the coin, what you're going to try to do is slip the coin under the cut of the card. Okay, but this is done fast. As you pick it up, it's just slid in and you're ready to go. Now you can hold it in this position, just with 1 finger. Okay, and you have your thumb on the back, so you can slide it. So you show the last coin, and you just wave. And as you wave, you're pulling the coin. So real fast, it looks like that. And then you go and you pick it up, the card over here, and you show the last one. Now you can do a lot of things. You can ditch the coin over here. Okay, my personal favorite, what I like to do, is when this is vanished and this is shown, this card here is brought to my left hand and the card is just dropped and it's finger palmed away. So it's just from here. Oops, don't drop the coin. It's from here to here. And you're done, you're clean. And that's it. The next effect I'm going to show you is a triumph. Now, the main emphasis that I want you to see is not the triumph, but the false cut. So, Mr. Fingers, would you help me by just selecting a card? There you go, pull it out. Make sure that everyone sees it. Okay, Mr. Fingers, and if you would, just tell me when to stop. Right there. Just go ahead and throw it back in the deck. Perfect. Now, let me ask you a question. It was fair. You could have picked any card in the deck, but you picked one fair choice, yes? Okay. Now, Mr. Fingers, what I'm going to try to attempt to do is take the deck and shuffle it face up and face down. Mr. Fingers, have you ever shuffled the deck face up and face down? Well, here we go. We'll try it today. Giving it a nice shuffle, face up and face down. Now, you know what happens when you shuffle a deck face up and face down, don't you? Well, you get cards that are back, face, front, mixed up. They're all screwed up in the deck. We have no clue. You have some that are face up, some that are face down, and some that are even back to back. But the funny thing, Mr. Fingers, is if you were to take just one finger and just press the deck, if you would go ahead and do that, what happens is all the face-up cards go back face down, except for one. That sucks. Do you believe that I sneezed? The ace of diamonds. Okay, now for the explanation of the false cut. What you're going to do is take the cards and put it in your left. Then you're going to split cut, kick cut, as they call it, the top pack right here into the right-handed, into the crotch of the thumb, which is right here. Okay, so you kick into the crotch. Now you're going to come away. As you're coming away, you're going again with the left packet to kick cut again. Okay, so it's kick, and then the right hand flips face up, and so does the left hand. Okay, so again it's here, here. Now this pack in your right hand is going to go halfway onto the pack in the left hand, and then this pack right here is going to come from under to the top. Okay, so it's coming from under to the top, and then the pointer goes on top so you can hold it. So it looks like this is what you're holding, is 3 packs, here, here, and here. Okay, now the right hand is going to turn face up, and with the left hand you're going to again go into the crotch of the thumb and pull the face up pack out. Then you're going to take the top pack, which is right here, in the right hand, and flip it on top. So now you're in this position. Now what you're going to do is do a double flip, just by taking and flipping the cards over. And then the pack in your right hand is going to go on top. So again, it's here, 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 here. And that's the false cut. Okay? So we have it here. The 7 and the 5. So fast, it looks like this. 7 and 5. Now for the application of the triumph, what you do is, I'll explain a regular triumph. You take and have a card selected. Actually, you know what? I'll use an assistant. Would you please go ahead and just touch one? There you go. Show the camera. And the card goes back in the deck. Okay? What you're going to do is control that card to the top by cutting it to the top, passing it to the top, whatever you'd like to do. Now, I normally just pass the card to the top. Like that. See? Card's on top. Then you go into the zero shuffle. Face up, face down. And the zero shuffle can be explained in any number of books. I'm not going to go through the explanation. I'm just going to do it and go on with the trick. Zero shuffle. And then you pick the deck up and go into fabrication, the false cut. Face up, they're face down, they're mixed up, they're back to back, they're all over the place. And if you make it a little sloppy, they kind of tend to believe you. And then you go into the face up, face down. Look, I have some even back to back, and that reverses the cards. And then there is the card that you selected. Now for the finale that I did, what you're going to need is just one more prop. And that prop is pepper. That's right. See, then you go ahead and you just dump some on your nose before the trick, and you breathe it in. Here, let me try on an assistant. There we go. Oh, you brought Mrs. Fingers along, I think. She can have some too. And then for the ending, it's in the deck. You go, your card, the 10 of clubs. It's a startling ending. Startling, especially if you get some water on them. And that's the trick. Now for the famous Asher twist. Now for the explanation. What you need are just 4 aces, and that's it. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put it into a small setup. And what the setup is just any red card, the ace of spades, the other red card, and the ace of clubs. And that's it. Now, there's a reason for the ace of spades being third, and you'll see why. It's for the end sequence. Now, the first thing that you need to learn is a pinky pull down, and all that is you're going to pull down one card, the bottom card, with your pinky. It looks like this. See? Just one card with your pinky. Now, you can buckle, but there's movement when you buckle. Okay, so with the pinky, there's no movement, and you've got it pulled down. Okay, the next thing you're going to have to learn is a reverse spread. Now, a normal spread looks like this. That's a normal spread. But the problem with a normal spread is you're going to catch flash when you do the turnover. So if you do a reverse spread, which is this way, you have all the cover in the world. This is the reverse spread. You're going underneath, after the pinky pull down, underneath, and you're pushing with the thumb and pulling with the fingers, like this. And it looks, that's the reverse spread. Now, when you do the reverse spread, you're going to, I'm going to remove these cards away, but this would be normally on top. This is what happens in this hand. The pinky goes down with the pinky pull down, and then your hand slightly turns over, like this, and then it snaps over because of the card sitting on top of it. It looks just like this. Pull down, reverse spread, flip. And then you see how it comes back together when you push it down, and it becomes face down. Now, there's an important part. This finger doesn't do the flipping, okay? It alleviates the noise. If you use this finger, you're going to get noise. So without using this finger, you use the ball of the pointer finger right here. So it's the pinky pull down, and then the ball helps push it over. Okay? So now with the cards, spread, flip. Now, it's important that this thumb, your left-handed thumb, is going to thumb off the top card and the bottom card. Okay? So it's like this. I'll show you that again. It's taking the bottom and top card, the left hand. So you do the reverse spread, the flip, and the thumb peels off the top and bottom card. And the right hand gets the two middle ones. And there's a reason for that, because you're going to be in this position when you're done with the first ace. Now the reason is because for your placement, it's going to go to the center. Because if you don't do that, then it's going to just stay on the bottom, and you're going to be flipping the bottom card 4 times, and people are not going to understand what you're doing. So, again, let me just put it back in setup. Okay, it looks here, 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 here. That's the first ace, and it goes on top. This whole sequence is repeated 3 more times. Pull down, reverse spread, flip, here. And I like what Gary Willett calls a twiddle. Okay? And then this placement goes here. So now you have a face up, and 2 face down in the middle. Again, the next one. And I'm showing you the exposed view. I'll do the routine again so you can see it at full speed. Now, the last ace, you're at this position. With this ace is the only ace that's face up and it's on top. So what you need to do is get that ace to the bottom, and all you have to do is reverse count. Just like that, and it brings the ace to the bottom. Then you do the move again, pull down, reverse spread, flip, and they're all face down. That's the first half of the routine. The second half, which is a climax, this is what happens. Okay? You've got the aces. What you're going to do is you're going to show them that it's face down a couple of times as you're talking. Okay? You show them face down, and then what you do is a pinky pull down, and you're right in position to do a triple lift. And this is what it is. You're doing a triple lift. So now you have 3 face up and 1 face down, but they only think you have 1 face up. Now the reason you have the ace of spades in the 3rd position in the beginning is because of this part. You talk about the ace of spade is the leader ace, and that's the ace that'll be there if you have the setup correct. Okay? So you talk about the ace as the leader ace, and as you come back, you do another pinky pull down, you do the reverse, and then you flip, and now they're all face up. And that's the climax. It's real fast.
Ha 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 ha.